Hello my friend, Evan Scoresby here with howtowithevan.com, and in this video this is kind of like a part two from a video that I did just a couple of days ago on how to understand and implement AWeber's email automation workflows. And so since then, last couple of days, I've been going in here and building out this workflow of this new campaign that I'm putting together. And I wanted to go in and just show you again some of the complexities of how this can work and how powerful it can be. And hopefully you can kind of see where setting up workflows as far as automations go, where depending on the actions that your subscribers take will lead them down a different path. And it's just a much more way of effective email marketing to make sure that your subscribers are staying engaged and you're getting people to look at your content. So you can see here on my screen, I've been doing this campaign called the Magic Morning Formula, and I have the main sequence here. And you can see I have a couple of other sequences that I added. One is called clicked the sequence, so they click the link in the main sequence, or they didn't click the link in the main sequence. So depending on which action they took, if they clicked or not, would lead them down a different path. But not only that, I've also added in if they opened up the email or not, right? So you might have some people who, people on your list who don't even open up the emails that you send them, right? So let's go into the main sequence here, and I kind of want to show you how this gets started. So again, this starts when subscribers join your email list. And so somebody opts in, they confirm, and they're on my email list, okay? And then they're automatically sent this first message. And again, this message is again just thanking you for confirming your email address to the Magical Morning Formula. You can watch the training and download the book here, right? Nothing big, nothing special, just a, hey, welcome, thank you, here's what you requested, right? After that, it waits one day and it asks the question, did the subscriber open any of the messages above, right? So it's first asking now whether they opened up this email or not, okay? If they did, then they come over here and they're added a tag that says opened MMF, which is my abbreviation for Magic Morning Formula, right? So if they did open it, they receive that tag, and then it asks them another question. Well, after they opened it, did they click on the link, okay? And if they did, then they're giving this clicked MMF tag, which you can see here by adding that tag on, it adds them to another sequence. It adds them to that other sequence that we're talking about. And if they didn't, then they get the didn't click. So they get into that other pathway that they didn't click the email. And that's the end of that side, right? Whether they opened up the email, whether they click the link, and if they clicked or not, then they get onto one of those other message paths, okay? So let's say that they did not open up the email, okay? So they went as far as confirming their account and opting in, but they never opened up the very first email that I sent them, right? So they would receive this didn't open tag, and then it would send them this message. Oops. Did you get distracted? And inserting their name, right? So this is an email where I put in, hey there, what's up? You know, life gets pretty crazy. It's super easy to get distracted. You may have missed it. Yesterday you requested information about this and you went as far as confirming your email address, but you didn't open up the first email that I sent for some reason. But no worries, you've opened up this email, because if they're reading this email, they obviously opened up, right? So you're reading this email, here's where you can get the information, right? So this whole email is just, again, trying to get them to get the information that they requested, right? So they didn't open up this first one after a day, then they wait, you know, then they get sent this other email that says, hey, did you get distracted? Which happens all the time, right? So after they opened up this email, it waits another day, and again it asks them whether or not they opened up this email or not, okay? If they opened up that email, again, same tags, opened up or didn't open, right? And if they did open it, then it's clicking the link again, and it takes them back to those other flows. So the whole idea about these workflows is to get people to click on the links in your emails, right? So if they're not opening up their emails, I'm sending them another email to try to get them to open it up. And then once they open it up, I'm trying to get them to click on the link. And if they click on the link, they are taken down a very specific path. If they don't click on the link, they're taken down another path. Now I'm probably going to be adding in some more split paths here, where at this point, you know, again, I could keep adding and this could get really complicated, but I might start another sequence that will send people to another separate workflow if they have this tag, instead of just continuing to build it out here, because as you can see, it can kind of get really big and complicated. And that's one reason I decided to create these separate workflows depending on their actions, because I started putting it all together in one main workflow and it just got too big and it was so difficult to try to keep track of. So I had to separate it out a little bit so I could keep track of it and, you know, not go crazy. Okay. So let's go look at these other sequences. So here's one that they did click, okay, the clicked sequence. So they've opened up an email, they've clicked on the link, and they're starting through this particular path. So whether or not they click the first email or the second email, when they get that clicked tag, it waits 4 hours, okay, 4 hours. So at 4 hours, then it gets sent this follow-up email that says, what did you think, right? Because if they open up my email and they clicked on the link, I want to kind of try to follow up with them as quickly as possible while it's fresh in their mind, right? Instead of waiting a day or more. So I'm 4 hours, right? 4 hours, they get sent this email and it just says, hey, it's been a few hours since you've looked at the Magic Morning Formula you requested and just wanted to check in and see what you thought. And then I just go in and tell a little bit more about the formula. You know, this formula introduced a powerful app called Let's Go. It's the key to making daily life magic, yada, yada, yada. And then I include the link again, you know, for them to go check it out again if for some reason they haven't, right? And then also, we'll go further down the path. So that email gets sent out. I don't do a split path on this one, whether or not they open up their email or not, because at this point, if they are already opening up my emails and clicking on the links, it's a pretty good indicator that they're going to continue to do so. So I don't necessarily need to go in and do another split path and ask the question if they opened up the email or not, or if they click the link or not. So I'm just continuing to send them down a path on a normal autoresponder, type of basis. So I wait 1 day, and the next one here is another message that says a demo, right? The Magic Morning Formula demo. So at this point, if people didn't subscribe or opt in or buy the product that I'm promoting, sometimes people need to see an offer several times before they make a decision to buy. And that's why email marketing is so important, to follow up with that and continue to present the offer. But there's some people, hey, maybe they need a demo. Maybe they need to see what's inside the product before they actually make a decision to buy. So in this email is about that. It's promoting a demo, right? And this is a company demo video that's tied to my link and everything that's already been done. I plan on doing my own demo video where they actually see me, like you're seeing me now on a video, where I go in and actually demo it. I just haven't done it yet. But again, this is just an email that says, hey, here's a demo. If you haven't signed up yet, if you need more information, want to see exactly what the product is and how it works, here it is, right? So there's a demo video, and then I keep going down. I wait 2 days at this time. And then 2 days, I send out this other email, which is promoting the affiliate program that's attached to this offer, where the application and the offer is $10 a month, but it pays out 80% commissions. So people who sign up for it and refer it to other people, they can earn $8 per sign up. And so this email here talks about introducing that, where, hey, you can get $8 for a $10 app. What? Right? So, and then I have a video down here that discusses the affiliate program, and that's a separate video that talks about the app, but it also talks about the optional affiliate program that people can get with it, which is pretty cool. All right, and then after that, awaits a day, and this is where I do a split path. And this is all I've gotten to at this point, but I do this split path whether or not they clicked on that link. Okay, if they clicked on the link to learn about the affiliate program, and I know now at that point they're interested in making money, not just for they're not just in it for self-improvement and personal development. They kind of want to make some money with it too, right? So I add these tags for making money or no make money, right? Whether or not they clicked on the link. And again, these tags can be used to trigger other workflows that I plan on setting up for these individuals. So if they're wanting to go down a path to making money, I might introduce them to some other ways that they can do that, right? And if they're not interested in making money, then I probably don't want to send them videos that will offer that, right? And so this is the clicked workflow. As you can see, in and of itself can be pretty effective, right? Especially when you have people who are opening up your emails already and clicking on the links, right? So let's go down to the one for if they didn't click the link. So they opened up the email, they didn't click the link for whatever reason. And again, the whole purpose of this workflow is to get them to click the link. Once they do, they'll be moved over to that other workflow, right? All right, so if they didn't click, it waits a day, and then I do another message here that just says resending, right? Hey, by the way, you requested this information the other day. You opened up the email, but for whatever reason you didn't click to get the information. So I just resending the information just so you have it, right? That's the whole purpose of that email. And then it waits a day, and again, I'm asking the question whether or not they clicked the link. Right? If they didn't click, and I might have to add whether they opened it or not and then put them in these other sequences, but that's for another day. But again, I'm just asking if they clicked or not. And if they did, okay, I add the clicked tag and remove the didn't click tag. And now it takes them out of that sequence and it puts them in the clicked sequence over here on the left. But if they still didn't click the link in the email, they open it up. So they've opened up all of my emails that I've sent them so far. So they went as far as confirming their account, where they had to click a button to confirm when they first opted in. The first email is sent out immediately. They opened it up, but they didn't click the link. Doesn't make sense to me. Okay. And then the second email, they open it up, again, didn't click the link. Now the third time, I'm asking directly, why didn't you click the link, right? So this email is about, hey, maybe you can help me out because I'm totally and utterly confused. A few days ago, you visited this page, which I go back to the original page that they opted into, and you requested more information about the Magical Morning Formula. And you went as far as confirming your email address, telling me you really wanted it, but you never clicked the link in the email to actually get the info. Can you see why I'm confused, right? Click the button below to get the info requested. So again, the whole purpose is to try to get them to click that link, get them moved over to the clicked sequence so that they can see the offer. And once they see the offer, I let the sales page do the work, right? And at this point, if after that third email, they still didn't click the link after 7 days, it waits 7 days. So they have 7 days to access and open up any of those emails that I did before. If they still didn't click any of the links after 7 days, then I add a tag not interested. And they're going to go probably into a dormant, pool where I'm not going to email them about that offer anymore. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of go over these workflows with you and show you how powerful it can be instead of just the traditional send an email just because they're subscribed and you don't know, you're not controlling their actions, right? So this is kind of a way to help control the actions of your subscribers, to lead them to getting the information that they wanted and to click your links in your email, as that's the most important part. All right, so I hope you found this information helpful and enlightening. If you did, feel free to subscribe and like to my channel. And again, if yourself is wondering and if you're curious about the magic morning formula yourself, just click the link below in the description and you can opt in and you can experience this whole workflow personally for yourself and learn about a pretty cool app that is going to improve your life and your business, and also you can earn 80% commissions if you want to, right? So go ahead and check it out and hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.